Right, welcome back. Now this is going to be a little interim. I'm just going to do an unboxing of the new crash helmet. Now, all bikers like to have new farkles. You know how it is. It's been about 7 years, Penny? About 7 years since I bought a new crash helmet. I used to work in the bike trade, and that was about 8 years ago. When I left, I had a brand new Arai crash helmet, and after that, that got dropped and damaged, so I replaced it with one that was discounted from somebody who bought it new. So I haven't really bought a new crash helmet for many years, and for probably the last 10 years I've been wearing Arai crash helmets. I absolutely love crash helmets from Arai. They've got the right shape for my head. I love the look, I love the quality, and this isn't an advert for Arai, but this particular Arai, this is an Arai Viper GT Bander, and I've had this now for 5 years, and I bought it second hand from a friend who barely worn it, and he had it 2 years without wearing it. So it's a 7-year-old crash helmet, so as far as the polymers and the plastics are concerned, it's kind of at the end of its life. It's never been dropped, never been damaged, but it's getting brittle now. Plastics, when you look at them for crash helmets, they're a moulded resin, they're an epoxy, they're a mixture of two chemicals that make a hard chemical or a hard product, and that continues to go hard. A lot of people don't realise this. All plastics, all resins, all epoxies, they go hard and they set. There's your crash helmet, but that hardening process never actually stops. It continues very, very slowly to go hard, and in the end it gets brittle and it cracks, and that's why crash helmets have a shelf life. No matter, even if they never see daylight, they will eventually get to the point where they're no good anymore. So, time for a new crash helmet. So what did we get? What's in the box? I've got to start saying that, haven't we? It's certainly not a head. Right. I love roof helmets. I thought I'd treat myself. The reason I like these is because, for me personally, I'm not a sports bike fan. I do like sports bikes. I love all bikes, to be honest. But when you look at an Arai, that is a classic sports bike crash helmet shape. And I've had Harleys, I've got the Triumph now, and I wanted something that's a little bit more unique and unusual. And this particular crash helmet, I've loved these for years. Here we go. I've got myself my favourite shape crash helmet, the Roof Boxer. I absolutely love these. Now they've come forward a lot over the years. The Roof Boxer started off about 15 years ago with the first one, the standard Roof Boxer, a very plain looking lid, looked very much like a kind of pilot's helmet, and I loved it because it was unique and unusual. And it first came out, it had a foam, like a poly expanded foam face guard piece that buttoned on like a pilot thing. Everybody rode them, thought they were a bit Top Gun. But as time's moved on, you're grinning.
You're a bit taller than Tom Cruise.
A bit taller than Tom Cruise, but that's not hard, so are you. And there we are, that's what we got. Matte black, Roof Boxer V5 or Boxer V8. Absolutely love these. They're a full face helmet. They're accredited as a full face helmet, but it flips up and indeed right over. So you can ride with that back. It's designed with this to hug around the back of the helmet, so that if you decide to ride it as an open face, which I won't because I don't like that, you can ride it with that and it doesn't have that effect. 99% of open front helmets are not meant to be ridden with them open. You're meant to have them closed. Their opening up process is for talking to people, petrol stations, whatever. But this can be ridden with the front open. Obviously then it's only an open face helmet. But when it's down and closed, it snaps in on a very, very reliable system, and that is now DOT accredited as a full face helmet. And I will only wear on ordinary rides a full face helmet. I've got a little open face skull cap lid that when we just go down the beach I wear. Really don't like it, don't feel secure. I've seen the results of bikers who come off and hit the face on the ground. The facial injuries are pretty horrific. It's never nice, and I'm a full face helmet person no matter what bike I'm riding. But the Boxer has been, ever since I first seen it, I love them to bits, and the quality has gone, I was going to say through the roof then. The quality has gone through the roof, it really is good. These used to be just a popper on the side, come in close pen, but now they've actually got a lock. So you don't actually pull them off anymore, you just lift that up and it pops out the way, and then the front opens to take it on and off. Little things like inside now, I'll show you actually, I'm going to take the front off. Now what I've done as well in the meantime, because I don't really do clear visors, if I can help it, I treat myself to a black visor as well. And no, they're not road legal, so I won't wear it on the road. I'll only wear it when I'm off-road. Okay?
In the garage.
Yeah, in the garage, yes. In bed. Right, now when you do, you have to take the face bar off, so this will be a little bit of a how-to, if you like, on changing the visor on a roof boxer. They've got 2 screws, one on each side, and if you come in close, pen, have a look. They're a coin screw. They're not a regular screw. You can't use a screwdriver on that, and they're designed to put a coin in there. So the slot in there is actually curved. It's not a straight slot, if you like, and that means you can just pop a coin in. And the best coin that fits the roof boxer, absolutely, that fits that slot tight, is a 20 cents, 20 euro cents. That's the perfect coin. Pound coins don't go in, so if you're in the UK, get yourself one of them and you won't chew the screws up. And you just undo the screw, so that side comes free. Same on the other side. Lots of shadows. This is the simplest method of removing a visor or changing it I've ever seen. I mean, the Arrow is a fantastic system, it just rips out. But short of that, these are the next best. Right, screws out of the way. You take the face bar and it just lifts forward. Simple as that. It comes out of the way. And what I like about this, when you look inside now, you can see that they've put quite a lot of thick, there's probably an inch thickness in that with the outer shell and all these vents on the inside so it doesn't steam up. You've got this kind of leather Alcantara feel on the inside of that, which stops the water getting in. So they really have moved forward a lot since the first boxers, the first one I ever had. And this is how the visor clips on. There you go, can you see that? All it is, it just clips on. You lift it off at the bottom, so that's off there, and then it just clips off that little stud, which is there. That's it. Same the other side. Lift it off there, then this little slide stud, and that's it. That's the visor off. Now I'm going to leave the anti-scratch film on that because I'm never going to use that, and I'll save it for the winter. When the winter comes, obviously riding in dark at night, obviously I can't use that, so that's going to go back on. Here we go. All you do is pop it on, goes over the top, pop the stud on first, on the front, in there, snap it over the back. It's kind of thin, this is kind of a thin nylon material, very, very flexible, just snaps into place. If you're going to do it with yours, you'll find it's ever so easy. There we go, snaps that into place. Anyway, like that, that's the visor on, and that's it on.
I see myself.
You see yourself?
Quick,
Reflections.
get out of the way.
And that then just slide the face piece back in, line the hole up on the side. Where are we? I'll just line that hole up. There it is. The great thing is, all of it is kind of this lip all around here, all soft. That's all soft rubber, so none of it will scratch anything. 20 cents. That's me 20 cents worth. Right, and that will just screw into place. That's that one. And the same with the other side. Is that the way? There we go. There it is. And that's how long it takes to change a visor, literally 2 minutes. The process has never been any different ever since I first put a black visor on one of these all the years ago. It's just 2 screws, take out, face piece off, snap it on, done. It's not something that's as easy as the Arrow, but it is ever such an easy job. It's a piece of cake. Now I just want to set that. Right, so when you do these up, literally 2 fingers, don't over tighten them. It is a brass thread on the inside, and if you over tighten it, stress it, it is a new crash helmet. Don't cross thread those, and that's all they need, just finger tight with 1 coin. And I guess that's a safer way to do it, and it will then lift up and down on its own. The visor, when it goes down, has got a little stud on the top, which has got a little lip on the edge of it, so with your gloves on it just lifts up and down. Ever so easy. Quick thing, very interesting. There's all instructions and so on, I'm not going to bore you with all that. This is just an interesting point. In France, particularly, you get these reflective strips. You have to stick one on the front and the back and one on each side. Kind of these oval things like that have to go on the side, but not here in England, so they absolutely positively will not be going on. Reflectiveness, irrelevant to me, not interested. So, there we are. That's my new lid. if you like it, roof boxer. Price wise, we got a fantastic deal, didn't we? We went over to Helmet City, which is a chain of shops, so not in the UK. Helmet City is a chain of stores that do crash helmets and motorcycle clothing, and they give great deals, they really do. We bought this on Sunday, didn't we?
Yep.
Went over, bought it, tried it on, and I can't stress this point enough, folks. If you're going to buy a crash helmet, you just have to try it on. There's absolutely no negotiation with that. Do not compromise on that. If you cannot try it on, make sure you've got some opportunity to return it. Because a crash helmet that doesn't fit is as bad as not wearing a crash helmet at all. I seriously mean that. It can cause all kinds of problems if your head's rattling around inside it. I don't need to tell you that, I'm not teaching you how to suck heads. At the end of the day, your helmet must fit your head. It must fit and be comfortable for long periods. I put this on in the shop, I walked around with it on in the shop for a good 20 minutes, half an hour, tried another size bigger and smaller and realised that that was absolutely the one. And they ship it for you, don't they?
Yeah, free.
Completely free. You give it back to them at the counter, you pay over the counter, and we got back on the bikes and we came home. Purely because I didn't want to carry this on the bike, and they just ship it and it arrived today. So there we are. We'll drink, okay? Cool.
Nice. Cool.
Price wise, what was it?
£279.
£279. You can pay for an Arai now, something like that now, is close on £500. This is why I've gone for this. Because for me that is the premium lid. I think these are amazing crash helmets, and yes, I'd love to have bought another one, but I can't justify nearly £500 for a crash helmet when I can get for half the price. I can get that, and it's a full face lid. That's going to look great on the Tiger. It's going to look good on the Street Fighter for sure. When the Bandit's finished, that's going to absolutely look great, and even on the Scrambler as well, it's going to look fine. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Time for a new lid. Go treat yourself. See you next time.